Hello, everybody. It's Denise Wilkerson. I'm just checking in. I know a lot of you have been seeing me do some new things on Facebook. And so I wanted to, including cutting my hair, right? So I wanted to check in and just share a little bit about what's going on with me. As women, oftentimes we give so much to other people that we leave nothing for ourselves. And we dedicate very little time to working on the areas that we feel we want to improve about ourselves because we've given all the time to someone else, right? And so I decided that I no longer wanted to leave zero time for myself, and that I wanted to work on those things that I know I wish were improved or better, about me. And so I started to take this time to really work on my mind, body, and spirit, because I believe when I do that and I work on those areas and I'm no longer masking and covering up the things that I don't like, that I will ultimately be much happier in my life. And so I am really spending time focusing again on those three areas: my mind, body, and spirit. When it comes to my mind, I want to be mentally strong so that I can continue to push myself and to also continue to take whatever life throws at me, right? Because I'm mentally strong enough to bear it and to understand that there is nothing that I cannot get through, and if I only continue to push, that I can make it. And running really does that for me. I'm not running to lose weight, I'm really running to condition my mind. There's something about running where you have to force yourself not to focus on how you're you know pushing the limits of your body, but to really focus on, when you're running, focus on your breathing, and then focus on how that breathing gets into rhythm with your steps as you're hitting the ground. And once you find that rhythm, you're able to continue to push through. And there is something to be said. Every day that I run, I set a goal on the number of miles that I'm going to run. And I get tired along the way, but I keep pushing because I know that I can do this. And so mentally, running makes me stronger. I'm also reading a couple of good books, and I am definitely reading the Bible, right? And so it's really stimulating a lot of thought-provoking concepts in my mind that is forcing me to kind of think and to really use the corners of my mind and to strengthen those areas. I'm working on my body, guys. I think a lot of times as women, we think if we say we want to work on our body or lose our weight, that it's an acceptance of us not being happy. No, it's not. It's knowledge of self. I know my body. I know the frame that my body was built to, and I know that I am outside of the realm of that frame, and therefore it causes me, physical. I'm not going to use the word distress because that's a little extreme, but it certainly there's a degree of uncomfortableness about it, and so I am no longer spending time buying clothes that will cover up what and the state of my body, but for me to work on that body so that it gets to a place where not only am I fitting comfortably in my clothes, but I am physically feeling better. I'm also eating better so that I can be healthy. I'm trying to be mindful of what I put in my body, and then I am also focusing on my hair as an extension of my body. A lot of times, I came up in the old school where your hair was your glory, right? And so you spend a lot of time working on your hair and making sure that your hair looks like that crown of glory that you want it to. And a lot of times we're doing techniques that causes damage to our hair. And so I no longer wanted to do that. I no longer wanted to cover up. I no longer want to damage it. And so I cut all of my hair off so that I can grow it back the way that it was, which was beautiful hair. And so I am now trying to make sure that I grow my hair in a healthy way, and I'm not burning it out, and I'm not, putting in extensions that are pulling my hair to a degree where it's damaging it. And so that's really how I'm working on my body. And this last one is so important. I am working on my spirit. And I'm doing that as an extension of my relationship with God. I love the Lord. I know that He gave me, as a woman, a lot of tools that make us very effective in this world and in this life. For instance, like intuition. God has given women intuition and the spirit of discernment so that we know when to go left and when to go right, and we have a keen sense on kind of decisions that lead to better outcomes. And so if you're not in tune with your spirit, you do not get to leverage that discernment. You do not get to leverage that intuition because you're not in tune with your spirit. And the way that I'm doing that really is making sure that I read the word, being conscious of the spirit of gratitude, and to be thankful for the things that I have and what God has afforded me on a daily basis, and to really try to walk in God's wake for me. Someone else, if you have a different religion or no religion at all, that's really your place. But for me, being in tune with my God and increasing and deepening the relationship I have with Him really is going to lead to me having an improved state of my spirit, which ultimately will give me the power that God has given all women. And I will have the power to change the world through my intuition, through my discernment, through my caring heart that God gives women, right? We're nurturers. We take something and we magnify it, because it's something that God gave us naturally as women. And so I am really trying to leverage all of that, and I can only do that when I'm in tune with my spirit. So that's kind of where I am. I'm not going off the deep end. I am really just trying to take time for me. I'm calling it the me movement because it's okay to take care of you, ladies. And I just want to thank Lakeisha Conyers for her organization, because they actually encourage women to take care of their mind, body, and soul, and to not feel guilty about doing so, and to be conscious about setting time aside to do that. And so, Lakeisha, I just want to thank you for that, my sister. And I hope that all of us women are really taking the time to focus on us. No more covering up. No more masking, the things that we don't like. It's time to cut through and change them, and to do and deliver the things that we do want in our lives, so that we can be happy, truly happy, in the lives that we lead. And so I just wanted to share that. I thank you guys. I love you guys. Keep the encouragement coming, because I need that too. I know I seem strong sometimes, but listen, it's not about, ultimately winning. It's about that I get up every day and I at least try. I at least try to get to a better place. And all I'm saying is try. If you did 5 days, if you did 3 days and you couldn't do 5, so what? So what? You tried. You got up off the couch and you did something. And so I encourage you all to just try to focus on you and to deliver the things that you want in your life. No more masking, ladies. It's time for us to live our best lives.